Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video, so welcome. I'm super excited to start this YouTube journey with all of you guys. I figured for my first video, why not do a little Q&A answering some questions about myself and my business, so we'll get right on into it. So one of the most asked questions I got was, how old were you when you started baking and how old are you now? I started baking when I was 14 years old. That's when I first grew an interest for baking, and my mom and dad got me a KitchenAid mixer for Christmas and then a cake decorating set, which I still have both of those to this day, which is so funny. I still use both of them too. So yeah, I started when I was 14, and then throughout high school, I kind of stopped baking just because, I don't know, I thought it wasn't cool or whatever, so stopped for a little bit, and then about 2 years ago, I picked it back up, and fast forward 2 years to now, I am 24 years old. So I would say I started when I was 14, but I really got into making my business and sticking with it when I was 22, so it's been about 2 years now. The next question was, what sparked your interest in baking? So if we're talking back when I was 14, I would definitely say all of the baking shows that I used to watch, Cake Boss being one of my favorite. I used to use fondant on all of my cakes because that's what he would do, and it's funny now because I don't use fondant on any of my cakes. I use just buttercream, but it's always fun when I do get to use fondant. It reminds me of when I first started. I would say now what really sparked my interest in baking again was following Cake by Courtney, Chelsea Sweets. They're both amazing bakers and cake decorators. I love both their styles. They're so different but so unique, and yeah, I would say they're probably like my biggest inspiration right now. Next question is, how did you know where to start? So I really didn't know where to start 2 years ago. I just knew that I wanted to start selling my cakes again. So I decided to just start an Instagram account so I could post pictures of all the cakes that I make. So I would say I started with an Instagram and then coming up with my business name, All You Can Sweet, which was really fun. And yeah, I guess that's where I started off, but I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, all right, here we go. I'm gonna make an Instagram and post whenever I do make a cake and see what comes from it. So yeah. Who taught you how to bake? So no one really taught me. I didn't go to school for it. I get that question a lot. I actually went to college to be a communications major, which, yeah, I would rather be baking. So I basically taught myself everything I know just from watching other people on like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Those platforms have been so helpful with just helping me learn and grow with my skills. And this question was also really popular. What was the hardest or most complicated cake you've made? I would definitely say my friend's wedding cake that I made for her wedding last month. I live in California, for those of you that don't know, and she lives in Utah. So I had to bake the cake here, package it all up, take it on a plane with me to Utah, and then decorate it there in a kitchen that I wasn't familiar with, in a place I wasn't familiar with. And to top that off, I had to make a 3-tiered cake, which I had never done before. So it was definitely complicated having to take it on the airplane and all that, but in the end, it turned out really good, so I was really happy with how it came out. Next is, what would you recommend someone wanting to start a baking business? I would definitely recommend setting goals for yourself, even if it's just small goals. Like last year, I made a goal for myself that I was gonna bake 1 cake a week and be consistent with it. So I would say setting goals and being consistent are 2 of my top recommendations for you. That's something that really helped me grow and learn because I was baking every week and being consistent with it. And then also I was able to have content every single week to put out on my Instagram and then later on TikTok. which is good because then people can see what you have to offer, and then that way you'll get more orders, and then it just all comes from that. So I would say set goals for yourself and be consistent with them. Next is, what are your plans for the future? So I love this question because it is the start of 2021. I have a goal for myself to start a YouTube channel, which never thought I would do. I always just said I would stick to Instagram, which is funny because then I always said I'm not going to start a TikTok, and then I started a TikTok, and now here I am with YouTube. But I think that YouTube will help me grow my audience, and it'll just be a fun way to show you guys kind of a lengthier version of what you see on TikTok, since TikTok is only a minute long for each video. So definitely want to get more into posting videos on YouTube this year, and hopefully by the end of the year I'll be able to quit my real job, because baking is not my full-time job. I know a lot of people think it is, but I wish it was, but it's not. So hopefully by the end of the year I'll be able to quit my job and do baking full-time. Alright, next. What made you start a cake business? So I kind of mentioned how 2 years ago I started my business, but it was because I was in school, I was working, and I wasn't really doing anything that I enjoyed. Nothing was really fun. I just worked, school, came home and watched TV, repeat. Like, it was so boring. So I wanted to find something that I really enjoyed doing, so I tried out a few different things, and then finally I remembered that I was super into baking when I was younger. Like, why not try that out again? So dug through my parents' garage, found my old mixer, found my old cake decorating kit, and yeah, I just decided to start baking again. And I started off with just making cakes for family and friends, and then slowly the circle just began to grow and grow and grow to be like family friends and then friends of friends, and it just grew from there. And then I did want to keep this video pretty short, just as a little introduction to myself, say welcome to everyone, and so I just have one more question to answer for you guys. It is, how long did it take you to get to where you are, and how did you grow your business? So I would say 2 years ago I started my business, so it's been 2 years now. And how did you grow your business? Like I said, being consistent and setting goals for myself. By making one cake every single week, I was able to have a lot of content to put out to Instagram. But something that really helped me grow was TikTok, which is crazy because I never thought that I would be where I'm at right now at TikTok. Like, I just started it during the whole quarantine and just figured, why not film while I make the cakes and post it for people to see? Like, it's just something fun I can do. And then it just started growing and growing and growing, and I slowly started getting people from TikTok over to Instagram, and I just started getting so many more orders. And so yeah, I'd say TikTok was a huge help in helping me grow my business. And I think just the more content you put out for people, the more people are going to see it, then the more people are going to order from you, and yeah, it's just like a snowball effect. So definitely TikTok helped a lot. Alright, that's all the questions I have for today. If you guys like this video and want to see more from All You Can Sweet, please subscribe, and if you have any more questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below, like, share, all that fun stuff. I'm so excited to be part of this YouTube journey now, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!